And welcome back. We're ready to continue with E.V.O. Search for Eden. This will likely be the last part, since in the previous part, we went into the final ocean where we evolved into a mermaid. Then we returned to land and evolved into a human. So next we're going to head into Eden itself, which is located in this cave up ahead. I just have to get through these canyons. Domain of Tyrannosaurus. We were nearly to the point of extinction, but the one living in the north saved us. He made us into a very important ancestor. Well, joke's on him. Now that I'm a human, I can whack a Tyrannosaur to death real quick with this axe. See just how good the human really is. Tyrannosaurs are no match for me. What was that in Jurassic Park when they couldn't deal with the dinosaurs? Well, maybe that's why. Gotta get them in the right position. You club them to death, and they give you food. I mean, why not? I already took on the final bosses of the previous chapters. We took on a Yeti in the monkey-human area. We took on the King Chrysalis in the final ocean. We took on the Queen Bee from Chapter 2 in the Circle of Stones area. This is the place to go if you want to farm for E.V.O. points as a human, since, as I just demonstrated, Tyrannosaurs are no match for you. Just keep swinging away with your axe. Anyways, we made it to the cave. Let's head in. Entrance of Eden. Also, I think they missed an opportunity with the Tyrannosaurs, since they could have also played the coast theme for them. But there's a guy out here guarding him. There's another human. Let's go see if we can talk to him. It is cold, very cold. Who are you? I've never seen you before. I am Cro-Maine. I am the guardian of this cave, the entrance to Eden. I once belonged to the monkey-human tribe, but they didn't like me because I had less hair and was smarter than the rest. When I was alone, one being in the cave treated me very well. Boy, this being in the cave seems to have a lot of allies. First the Queen Bee, then the Tyrannosaurus, everybody. He ordered me not to let anyone pass here, so I can't let you in. And then his hair spikes up like a Saiyan's. It's Raditz! There's a caveman. Check this out, though. I just had to show that off real quick. He'll swat you right off the stage, and you'll be back on the map. That, of course, resets the fight, since technically you left the level. I just wanted to show that off real fast. I just think that's one of the funniest things in the game that can happen to you when it comes to a boss fight. He just baseballs you off the side and you have to start the fight over. Take him on in a second. I just want to bash a few more Tyrannosaurs. I'll show this off. You can jump in pits in E.V.O. Search for Eden and they don't kill you. They just bring you back to the map screen. Also on the map screen with that color, my character looks more like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle than a human. Alright, now back to fighting Cro-Maine. This time we'll do it for real. I'm just gonna turn his feet into my chopping block. Yeah, he'll basically just try to jump on you or swing his club like a baseball bat at you. He also has a jumping swipe, but he only does that if you don't get him in this pattern. So yeah, he'll be done in a moment. And I beat him. He drops me these big chunks of meat worth 1,250 each. Although, what's the message I'm getting here? Cannibalism is the best, since that's the highest I've ever gotten from any boss. And it was another human. So now we head into the final area of the game, and this music is a remix of Lucifer's theme from the Shinkaron. We got another elevator maze to go through. While we ride the elevator, I'll tell you a bit more about the Shinkaron. In the Age of Dinosaurs, you come across two of her minions. One of them has actually turned against her and helps you fight her other minion, which is still loyal to her. They end up mutually killing each other, and then Lucifer appears, who in the Shinkaron kind of looks like Marilyn Monroe with vampire fangs. And then she becomes the main villain of the game, and this is her theme music. Why did you come in? We are the Dino-People. Oh hey, I think I met them back on the domain of Condor. We went to Mars together. We escaped extinction and evolved. We are the only ones who use the crystal. It is too dangerous to keep this crystal. We must seal off the crystal immediately. Until then, no one may enter Eden. But I need to go to Eden. That's the whole point of the game. Go home. I don't have a home. I literally started as a fish in the ocean like millions of years ago, and now I'm a human with an axe coming into this cave. I don't have a home. If you don't go home, you will regret staying here. Then they shoot this energy blast at you, but you can just jump over it. And this area is a big maze, so while I explore it, I'll tell you a bit more about Lucifer from the Shinkaron. She's the main villain of the game. Well, like I said, kind of looks like Marilyn Monroe if she had vampire fangs. And she basically served as the evil counterpart to Gaia. Her goal was to wipe out all life in the universe, and that she had already successfully wiped out life in the universe on other planets, including the moon where the Lunarians came from. The Lunarians who went to war with each other in Atlantis and Mu worshipped a god known as Lucifer, which was a very poorly disguised Lucifer. And when the people of these society learned this, they decided, we need to destroy ourselves. So they launched their war and destroy each other with their super weapons. Lucifer was also responsible for the extinction of the dinosaurs. She summons what she called the Great King of Terror to wipe out the dinosaurs, really to wipe out all life on the Earth at the time. But was unsuccessful because Gaia tasks you with bringing all the remaining life on the Earth into a special shrine where they'd be protected from the Great King of Terror, which turns out to be the giant asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Lucifer, under the belief that she had wiped out all life in the Earth, ends up leaving, and then Gaia tasks you with discovering the secret to life itself so that you can evolve into a human through wisdom. It isn't until during this journey that you find out that Lucifer comes back and realizes all life on the Earth has not been destroyed, and this makes her unhappy, so she comes after you and tries to destroy you again, but you find a tablet. I think I've looped back to where I started. I'm a little lost. And that tablet basically gives you the magic powers you need to defeat her in combat. After you become a human and arrive in Eden at the end of the Shinkaron, you end up becoming the leader of all life in the Earth, but then Lucifer comes back for another attempt at wiping out all life on the planet. And even though you're now the sage of the Earth and the leader of all the nations, you're still not strong enough to defeat her, and she destroys your body. And then even then, that's not the end of the game. That just leads into the final boss battle. I'll go into more details about that in a bit. First, I'm going to try to find my way out of this maze. I know there's a trick to this place. But yeah, I haven't talked at all about the enemies I'm fighting. The Dino-People have 3 different attacks. You saw the first one when I came in. They shoot that energy blast at you. This elevator appears to be a dead end. There's another one who doesn't carry an orb that will just try to jump kick you. And then there's one that will shoot the blast on the floor like that, and it turns into this creature. Kind of looks like a slime. Maybe it is a slime from the Dragon Quest series. But yeah, you can kill them and they still drop meat, and it's actually pretty good meat. Yep. There we go. Yep. Why aren't you dead? How many times do I have to hit you with this axe? I got myself lost. I'm not sure where to go right now. Jump over that. Yeah, the ones that shoot and then run away, if you can catch them, they have no other means of defending themselves against you. Alright, I'm gonna check over here and see if this is the right way. No, I think I went the wrong way again. Maybe if I go up again? I think I'm back at the entrance again. Ah! This area is a little frustrating to explore. Especially if you've forgotten the way like I have. It's not up here. This is the top floor. We're gonna go down. I got plenty of E.V.O points now. Don't want to run into any enemies, because they could hit me and it would hurt a whole lot. Oops. Oh, he's on the elevator? Now I can club him. Oh, he jumped all the way down. Because I know I know where it is. It's to the left and down. That's where we go to find the final boss of the game, but it's not exactly a straightforward path to him. I've gotten myself lost. Oh boy, and I got killed too. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm an idiot. That's why I couldn't remember. It's kind of a tricky thing they pull on you, where they give you this big area to explore, but it's all a dead end. All of it. I'll show you how you're actually supposed to get to the final boss. Actually, I didn't mean to bring this guy with me, but he's going to be trapped in the elevator with me now, so now I'm going to beat him to death. So yeah, what you're supposed to do is you actually are supposed to ride the elevator all the way up. Find the elevator that goes from the furthest right into the on the top and to the right. That's fine. I got these guys. Hope I'm going the right way. Alright, well I found a green crystal. Might as well grab it. In fact, since there's a green crystal here, we'll turn into the dragon. You guys are in for it now. Oh, you thought you could run? Interesting that they were able to survive the 25-point hit from the horn. Won't survive the bite, though. Alright, so we take the elevator down. We take it down one time, and then we go to the right. Fly over these guys. Give them a quick horn. Alright. Crystal power ran out, so I go back to being human. Although somehow I took another hit when that happened. That's not fair. That's fine. That's right, give me more to eat. Including yourself if I can catch you. Oh boy. There we go. I think one of those was a critical meat, although I might be wrong. This elevator leads to the boss. I just write it down. Head left. Watch out for this guy who hit me anyway. Right, this elevator up, and it should be... Yeah, that's correct. Watch out for these guys. They're going to jump at me. Yeah, they won't attack until I attack them now. That's fine. Oop. That's less fine, but I got plenty of health. Jump over them. You are going down. Alright, now I'm just going to evolve and make myself bigger to avoid losing myself right here where I'm at the boss. So screw you guys. Get back here. Want full health before I enter. For obvious reasons. Take this. Dino-People. Good gracious. Hey, they must have been the ones that helped the bird people, since they said the same thing after I killed the Bird King. The pot containing the crystal has exploded. Alright, so we head over here. There's an elevator there, but I can't reach it. And I get pulled into this pot that contained their crystal. And now we see the final boss of the game, and I think the graphics on this emulator are messing up, because that's not supposed to be there. But yeah, what is the final boss? It just looks like a circle of orbs. You were the one trying to obtain entrance into Eden with help from Gaia. I am Bulbox, the strongest creature in this world. I've evolved into a caveman by eating the crystals the Dino-People have collected. You don't look like a caveman, you look like a circle of orbs. Unless those are the crystals. I will go to Eden. I am the most suitable partner for Gaia. Together we will rule the future. I've got some bad news for you. You will not make it to Eden. This is the end of your journey. And then the final boss theme begins, which is also a remix of the final battle in the Shinkaron. In the Shinkaron, after your body is destroyed, Gaia infuses your spirit with the power of all the life that has lived on the earth, and then you become an incorporeal being of light and energy that fights Lucifer, who transforms into a giant demon spider that pops out of the moon. Our fight with Bulbox isn't going to be that epic, but here we start off by fighting one of his crystals, which is one of the jellyfish from the first chapter. You club it a few times, though, it becomes bigger. It's a bigger, stronger opponent. You might recognize this music, too. Even though it's a remix of the final boss theme from the Shinkaron, I've also used it myself in some of my Powerpuff Z3 videos. This thing's taking a clubbing. Yeah, occasionally, Bulbox will stick his neck in and attack. Just watching out for that right now. Jump on his head. And give him a good clubbing as he was going back. Yeah, you can't kill him until you take out all the crystals that he's eaten. So you gotta keep clubbing him until he spits one out. Here we go. This enemy will probably look familiar if you watched my Mushroom Kingdom Fusion playthrough. It's the giant Profasso. The same ones you picked up and threw at King Watinga in Nintendo Subspace. In this one, it's now an enemy, rather than just something you can pick up and throw. When you hit it, it'll fly all around like that. Let's watch out for Bulbox. There we go. Go ahead and ram him to get him to take off. Yeah, he's a little tough. He doesn't directly attack you, he just does contact damage when you touch him. So I gotta make sure my axe touches him and not my body. There we go. Ow. Come on, use the axe on it. Alright, let's heal up. Luckily, all of the different creatures that summoned from Bulbox's crystals will give me additional E.V.O points to spend on growing and shrinking, which is basically my only means of healing myself outside of eating the meat the bosses drop when I kill them. Yeah, you can see I have higher defense when I'm big. Now I'm doing it's doing 15 damage to me with its attacks rather than just 5. Or ow! And I didn't hit the button in time. I'm an idiot. Thankfully, I don't have to go through the entrance of Eden again just because I got killed by Bulbox's minions. I can actually go back in and fight him anytime I want. But first, I'm gonna grind up some more E.V.O points because I think I'm gonna need them. So I'm just going to head back to Tyrannosaurus real quick and beat on him a few times until I have enough E.V.O points. Alright, let's try this again. Embarrassing that I actually lost a Bulbox. I usually don't lose to him. I usually beat him on my first try. But it has been a while since I last played this game, so I'm using that as my excuse. Come on, give me a crystal already. Why did I do that? Come on. This one's kind of interesting. As it appears, you'll see it's Debu Stega. You fought him back in Chapter 2. He has a different color palette this time. Gotta watch out for his vomit attack still. He jumps around. I'm gonna jump and hit him with my axe. Luckily, my jump attack prioritizes his. That was true even back in the age of amphibians. Got a little nervous there when I landed in it. Thought it was gonna hurt me. Come on, ball box, out of the way. You're blocking me from being able to hit the boss. So I got the jump and I got the axe swing. I can also do the bash move. Although it only does 5 damage with the human, and I really want to be hitting him with the axe. Jumping on him to set him up to jump at me himself so I can hit him with the axe in the air. And that time I messed it up. Oh, he's done. Let's eat the meat he gave me. That'll heal me back up. I'm gonna go back to clubbing ball box with the axe. Yeah, let's see what he gives me this time. Yeah, this blue crystal is just a piece of critical meat, so I can go ahead and eat it. Gives me 1,000 E.V.O points and would fully heal me if I wasn't already at full health. Let's see what he gives me this time. This white crystal turns into a young Debu Stega, which doesn't even fight me, it just runs off. And if I kill it and eat it, it's like the same ones from Chapter 2. They would give me some E.V.O points, but they'd also take away 5 health for eating them. So instead, we'll let it leave, and then we'll take on the next opponent. Let's see what this crystal turns into. It's going way up into the air. Oh, it turns into one of the Falcon soldiers from Fort Birdman. He's got his sword, and he's going to fight me with it. If I get him in the right pattern, I can just beat him to death with my axe. There we go. Bullbucks takes a cheap shot while I was eating the Falcon's meat. That's fine. I still got E.V.O points galore. I can heal up when I need it. Here comes, I think, what might be the toughest enemy in this one. This green, sparkly crystal turns into a giant fish. Yeah. This thing could be a rotten scoundrel. It comes at you real fast and bites you. See if I can beat it with my human form. Come on. Ah. You can see it dodges your attacks and then it circles back and bites you. As you can see, I'm doing real poorly against it right now. Let's try this. Come on, come get me. It also doesn't like to play by the rules. You saw how aggressive it was when I was close to it. Come on. I tried to bash into it. Ah! Alright, one more attempt at fighting you is this, and then I'm going to change into the dragon. This is usually what I save the review of Evolution for. Come on. He's real good at dodging my axe. I gotta give him that. Alright, it's dragon time. This'll make quick work of him. Come on, come over here so I can bite you. They don't like it when I bite you. Get away, ball box. I'm trying to bite this thing. Get it with my 25-point horn. I got plenty of health now. Want to trade bites? And of course, ball box with the cheap shot. Come on, I can't lose to you as the dragon. There we go. That's what I thought. Alright, you. Now I've taken out his toughest, the toughest of all his little minions. I can finish off the rest. They're gonna make me fight the last two that we fought in the previous part. This guy's easy. You might remember the Profasso that used that yell attack. This guy is a bigger, meaner version of those. His has no radius limit, but If you're a human, just club him to death as fast as you can and you win. So basically, he's like the easiest one when you're a human. Next is the giant jellyfish again. Gonna bash you up. Yeah, your electric attack ain't working. And the smaller jellyfish can do an electric move, it just never attempted it on me in Chapter 1. Probably because I killed him too quickly, and they're not that tough. Alright, last one, and then we're done. Bash you to make sure you don't try anything. Come on. Alright, the last one will be the giant Profasso. So what was basically just something you can pick up and throw in Mushroom Kingdom Fusion is now going to be the final boss, technically. Which is fitting, since this is the only one this is the thing that beat me last time. Probably keep it in the corner and just bash it to death this way. Until Ballbox interferes and I get bashed back and forth between them. Alright, let's heal up. Bash you again. Jump over you to get the axe strike in. I'll let you finish flying around. Alright, this time we're gonna... yeah, let him do his thing. There we go, I managed to hit him without taking a hit. That's the real tricky part about this boss. You gotta try to hit him without getting hit yourself. Like that. That was not ideal. I want to evolve after I hit him. And I missed again by what, a centimeter? There we go. Yeah, I know, I'm just trading hits with him now. Get out of that corner. Ah, get knocked back into that corner by Ballbox and his cheap shots. But we've won, now all I gotta do is finish him off. What's funny is if you wait long enough, he'll actually start moving towards you, but he's not gonna get the opportunity to do that because I've just killed him. Anyway, while you die, I'm gonna increase my size to be big enough. There we go. I can't tell if I'm now a full-sized man or a giant. I'm kind of like Super Mario, where I'm growing and shrinking. I am Gaia. Thank you for defeating Ballbox. We would not have had any future in the land of Eden if they would have come here. They? Well, there was a bunch of them. Let us go to Eden. Finally, we are close to the end of evolution. Run through this cave, looking angry as heck, even though the fight's over. Yeah, nothing there to fight. You just move on to the right, and that's the end of the game. Now we get to watch the ending, and go through the text of the ending. I am Gaia. Yes, we know. Finally, you have reached Eden. You have passed a severe test of nature. You have completed the trial, survival of the fittest. Our future is before us. We can control our destiny. Let's continue our journey. Next we cut back to a planet I visited in one of the alternate endings. We're on Mars. There's the Earth in the background. After all our attempts, we were not successful. That is correct. It was our pride that I'm very sorry we intervened in the evolution of this planet. I think it is okay now. They can become even better creatures than we ever expected. You are right. We should advise them only if they have a real problem. We should watch over them with a kindness. Whisper A. It shall be done. We will do this until our culture is developed on Mars. And now the sun has to congratulate me too. You have been chosen by Gaia and have completed the trial. From now on, please be a good partner to Gaia and create a wonderful planet. Hey, how am I breathing in space when I'm a caveman in a toga carrying an axe? I would like to give you something called intelligence. You can create a civilization and help the world prosper by using your intelligence. Please be careful and use it wisely. If you use it improperly, you will have a much harder trial than the one you just experienced. Well, Lucifer's not in this game, so we won't be going into that battle, so I think we'll be fine. If you choose wisely, you will create a wonderful world. We will give you the land of Eden and accept you into our family, the Sun family. Go to Eden with Gaia. So wait, am I going to become a planet now? I guess not. No, it looks like we've entered the Great Valley from the land before time. Listen, everybody, we will begin a new age. And the time trans opens, and I guess I'm going into an unknown future since it's such a big question mark on the other side. Maybe I'm going off to become the Riddler. And that's it. That's the end of the game. We get the credits, and we get a remix of the credits theme from the Shinkaron as the closing theme. And that'll be the end of the playthrough. I haven't yet decided what I'm going to play next. I'll probably take a quick break for a while and come up with something fun to come back with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.